Well, we start with the next formula, that is differentiation of cot x with respect to x from first principles. Now, as usual, we take that cot x as y. Let y is equal to cot x. Let delta x be a small change. Sometimes they call a small increment change in x, and delta y be the corresponding change in y. So when there is a change in x, there is a change in y. So y plus delta y is equal to cot of x plus delta x. Below that you write the given function y is equal to cot x and subtract. That is, y cancels, delta y is equal to cot of x plus delta x minus cot x. Divide both sides by delta x and take limits as delta x tending to 0. So first of all, we divide delta y by delta x. We divide by delta x. So right hand side is what? Cot of x plus delta x minus cot x divided by delta x, and then write limits. Limit delta x tending to 0. Right hand side also limit delta x tending to 0. Now here by convention left hand side is nothing but dy by dx. So limit delta x tending to 0, cot x plus delta x is written as cos x plus delta x by sin x plus delta x. Cos x plus delta x by sin x plus delta x minus cot x is written as cos x by sin x divided by delta x. Now take LCM. Limit delta x tending to 0. Here cos x plus delta x with sin x plus delta x, etc. is there. So cos x sin x into cos of x plus delta x minus cos x into sin of x plus delta x by that LCM together with delta x we write here. So delta x into sin x plus delta x into sin x. Numerator becomes sin a cos b minus cos a sin b, a being x and b being x plus delta x. So limit delta x tending to 0, sin a minus b, x minus b is what? X plus delta x. X plus delta x, small bracket here and then a big bracket, sin a minus b by delta x into sin x plus delta x into sin x. Now here x and minus x cancel, minus delta x is there, sin minus delta x is what? Minus sin delta x. So limit delta x tending to 0 minus, you write sin delta x by delta x. How we got it? Say here x and x cancel, sin of minus delta x is what? Minus sin delta x, and the rest of them you write it. Now the equation is balanced. Sin of x plus delta x into sin x. So the thing here in the bracket, sin theta by theta, theta tending to 0 is 1. So minus 1 into the rest of the thing delta x is equal to 0. Sin x plus delta x plus 0 into sin x. So this is nothing but minus 1 by sin squared x, and that is written as minus cosecant squared x. This is dy by dx. We will conclude if y is equal to cot x, dy by dx is equal to minus cosecant squared x. Now we take the differentiation of secant x with respect to x from first principles. Differentiate secant x with respect to x from first principles. As usual, let y is equal to secant x. Let delta x be a small change in x, and delta y be the corresponding change in y. So you get y plus delta y is equal to secant x plus delta x. Now below that we write y is equal to secant x, then subtract delta y is equal to secant x plus delta x minus secant x. Divide both sides by delta x and take limits as delta x tending to 0. So first divide by delta x, delta y by delta x is equal to secant x plus delta x minus secant x by delta x. Now write limits. Limit delta x tending to 0 here and limit delta x tending to 0 in the right hand side also. By convention, left hand side is nothing but dy by dx. Right hand side limit is to be expanded. Secant c minus secant d, there is no formula. Therefore, we convert this one into 1 by cos. Limit delta x tending to 0, 1 by cos of x plus delta x minus 1 by cos x whole divided by delta x. Now take LCM. Limit delta x tending to 0, cos x minus cos x plus delta x by that LCM we write here along with delta x, cos x plus delta x into cos x. Now numerator, you can see it comes into a formula in trigonometry, cos c minus cos d minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 into sin d minus c by 2, or with plus sign 2 sin c plus d by 2. C is what? X plus delta x by 2 into sin d minus c by 2, because we are not written minus sign here. So x plus delta x minus x by 2, denominator along with the delta x, you write the whole thing into cos x plus delta x into cos x. So now here in the numerator, this x and minus x cancel, sin delta x by 2 remains. So only this what I write here first is equal to limit delta x tending to 0, sin 2x plus delta x by 2 by the other things, that is what, cos x plus delta x into cos x into the remaining thing in a bracket, sine delta x by 2 by this original delta x is already there in the denominator. The numerator 2 can be brought into denominator of the denominator, so that it is in the standard form. This bracket sine theta by theta, theta tending to 0 is 1. So that bracket becomes 1. In the rest of the thing, wherever delta x is there, you write 0. So sine 2x plus 0 by 2 by cos x plus 0 into cos x into 1. So you can see this is sine theta by theta, theta tending to 0 is 1. Here this 2 and this 2 cancels. 1 by cos x is what? Secant x. Into another sin x by cos x is what? Tan x. Therefore, if y is equal to secant x dy by dx is equal to secant x into tan x.